Well, good evening, everyone. How is everybody? I hope you all well, having a good week. It's a very chilly evening this evening. I just got back from work, and actually, it's my last day tomorrow. Ooh, exciting, changing times in the world of Ryan, eh? Which is all very exciting, and yeah, hopefully it'll give me some time to record a little bit more fluently. Obviously, without a job, I've got a little bit more time on my hands, so especially while I'm looking, I can hopefully bring a few more videos up onto YouTube with more regular uploads. I've been trying to do 2 videos a day, and it's sort of with limited success at the moment. But we will talk about this. So yes, it's been a little bit of time since we last played. Well, since I last played this India playthrough. So let's just get myself back up to speed. I have a feeling I've got auto end turn on, so I just want to move him in my next turn, just so that we don't lose any information. I try not to keep auto end turn on, just in case, I do anything really stupid. Hang on. There we go. Right, let's just turn it off quickly. Okay, so we actually had a really, really... Oh, I'm going to put combat on. Yeah, let's put combat on. Yeah. We had a really good session last time. We were only playing for, say, an hour and a quarter, but we managed to sort of increase our population by almost 4 times. Now we've got a good 55 citizens between our cities. India Specials really kicking in, combined with our love of the patronage tree and our ever-growing fan base of city-state civs. I think we've got 6 of them now. Rome appears to have a few, but we've got a few, which is all good. And they are providing ample happiness to us through the city-state alliances. We are going for a diplomatic victory with a little bit of touch on science. It's becoming more and more of a viable option for us, especially whilst we stay ahead on literacy. We're keeping one eye on the soldiers. We're not last, which is good. There's been a war between, as you can see, China and Rome. Washington now has the most soldiers, and they are directly south of us, which is a problem. But we do have very good natural defences. We've got a very good landlocked area here. We've got landlocked. I don't know what I'm talking about really. There's only one tile you can see. They're coming up from North Africa. If you remember, we're playing on an Earth playthrough. It is a small map, a 6-player map. So you can see some of the detail has been lost off the world. Britain is not the most detailed, and so America will struggle to attack the canal through the one tile area that they've got, and hopefully we'll be able to control the Mediterranean. We're just building a few wonders, national wonders in Port Ryan, and then we'll get some frigates in the water, hopefully, just to keep us defended. Let's just take a quick look at this quickly. We rigged the Zurich election and the Prague election, which is good. Now, if you remember these two, Zurich and Prague, we've put our spy here because Rome is allies with these two city-states. We can erode their friendship, their alliance with the city-states at either time. Okay, so let's continue. We had just unlocked, which was it? Oh, I didn't tell you. I've actually got the animations on very, very low now. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of interaction. There we go. We put the World Fair back up. I think it was rejected pretty heavily last time. Nobody wanted the World's Fair, but we put it back up just to get ourselves a bit more in the way of diplomatic friendships with all of the civs. Let's just keep an eye. Jerusalem. No, we're not going to... Here we go. Now we've got frigates. Wonderful. Jerusalem wants us to bully Byblos. It's not going to happen. Byblos wants science. Well, you should be in luck. You should be in luck. So last time we went freedom, on the tech tree, we beelined very effectively all the way to radio. You see, we've only actually got 2 industrial techs, science and electricity. We went straight to radio in order to get the freedom ideology first, and it's serving us well. We've got a few specialists. But now what we need to do is we just need to sort of backtrack a little bit and make sure that we haven't missed anything that would come in really handy. We're going to get chemistry and fertilizer next, just to the increase in food and production is very handy, especially in limited space like we've got. So we're just going to complete the ironworks in Port Ryan, which is great. Egypt's only just during the industrial era. I mean, I know we were 2 eras ahead, now 1 era ahead from Egypt. That's got to be taken with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because we have beelined very, very narrowly in order to go to modern as quickly as possible. So you can't take too much from that, but still, it's a nice feeling. Research agreements are being signed everywhere. We're not overly fussed about research agreements at this precise moment. And the reason is, and please feel free in the comments to counter my ill-formed logic if it is incorrect, but because we're so far ahead on literacy, I believe research agreements they're limited to the amount of science that the weaker of the two nations signing one up produces. So I have a feeling that it wouldn't give us very much in the way of science, and especially as we're going after a diplomatic victory, we want to keep our goals for city-state alliances. So that's why I'm not doing them. Now you can see we have a ton of buildings that we can build. Stock exchange is one that pops into my head as something we should probably get sooner rather than later. We've got a few wonders here that we can build. Forbidden Palace is a very good one for a diplomatic victory. Really, I should probably go for that as soon as possible. We do need a frigate, though. Let's just see how much a frigate would cost to purchase. We actually have enough. Oh, excuse me. We have enough to outright purchase a frigate. And do we want to do that? We're going to lose any of our friendship. 79, 93, 70. Okay. So we've got one or two alliances that are below 80, and there's another 70 here. So maybe we want to be keeping hold of our money, actually. Okay, let's not outright buy a frigate for now. We're not in imminent attack from America. Oh, oh dear, excuse me, bless me. We're not in imminent attack, so I want to build the Forbidden Palace. Let's just go for that. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Fingers crossed. Ah, no, don't bully Prague. I'm going to have to... Now, I've explained this previously in the playthrough, but because we promised to protect Prague, it gives us a little bit more of a base friendship with them earlier in the game. It means that if Indonesia, like such, declare war or bully the city-state, demand tribute, that we have a choice. We can either maintain relations with the city-state or maintain relations with Indonesia. So I'm going to always side with the city-states, which will hit our penalty with Indonesia a little bit, but I'm not too worried about Indonesia at the moment. They don't seem to be too much of a threat. Famous last words. Yeah, friendship with Rome has been extended. Rome hopefully will become a little bit of a decent trading partner for us if they can stop ruining all of their gold income with such a large army, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. We're also friends with China, last time I checked. China traditionally has been giving us quite a lot in the way of gold, upright gold, for our resources, which is wonderful. Okay, all 5 of our trade routes have been funneling food into the cities, the 3 cities that we've got. And the World Congress has yet to... Well, we can no longer win the vote for the World Congress, so I'm not going to flick to money just yet. I'm going to keep pumping in food to all of my cities, really just to crank the population up as much as I can. I mean, I'm losing out on, about 20 gold per turn, maybe a little bit less from every resource that I don't do. But, I think it's worth it. Now, it's a 210 gold for a resource, isn't it, that we can get? I think that's 30 gold, 7 gold per turn over 30 turns, so 210 is what we're looking for in terms of gold. And Indonesia didn't actually have that much gold to trade with us there, so we weren't gonna get rid of our silk too easily. No. What I might think about doing is buying 1 or 2 more tiles around my cities. You can see we're missing 1 or 2 tiles here. But actually we don't have... Our specialists aren't filled up in all of our cities. Rhine on Sea actually is. We've got unemployed citizens there. So I might purchase just 2 tiles. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. I'm just going to purchase these tiles here and here. Okay, let's get rid of those. Oh, it's not going to let us. Hang on. That tile I've just bought may be being worked by the other city. Hang on. No, it's not gonna get rid of it. Okay, maybe it'll sort itself out next time. Okay, we can assign delegates. Now they want to ban sugar, which is a bit of the pain. We've got sugar, haven't we? Where is it? We do have sugar. So we'd lose 4 happiness, but to be honest, if we lost 4 happiness, that wouldn't be the end of the world. We want the World's Fair, probably, or do we? I'm just trying to think about this. Actually, having culture would be good for us. A free social policy would be good for us, but we're not going for a cultural victory, so I don't think blocking it would be, it's not necessary. We've put it forward. We don't want to ban. I don't want to anger America any more than I need to. So I'm going to abstain. I think I'm going to be a real pain, and I'm just going to abstain from both of these votes. If the World's Fair goes through, that is great. We can put some production towards it to get the free social policy. But if it doesn't go through, then we're not fussed. The only reason I put for the World's Fair forward in the first place was to get the diplomatic buff from all of the civs that wanted it to go through. So, and they both passed. Okay, there we go. So we need to think about whether we want to put production on. I think I'll put some production on from Round on Sea and the Cool Ryan Canal just after we are finished with their stock exchanges. Now, click to propose. What do we want? Let's go for a world ideology. I want freedom, surprisingly. Woo! No one, hopefully, will block that, because nobody has taken an ideology just yet. But we will see. We will see. This deal strengthened our nations and our friendships. Okay, well, I don't want to do that. I'm going to try and get as much gold as I can up front. Okay, so that's still the equivalent of 7 gold per turn, but it gives me 120 up front. There we go. That's great. Research agreement. You see, I'm not signing research agreements where I'm paying for them. I mean, I understand why you would, but I'm paying for pretty much half of his research agreement there, so I'm not fussed. I think they would probably gain more out of it than I would.